Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another video. I be delivering here with you, and we are out on Saturday morning once again. But this morning, we're gonna try to do just Instacart, if the orders will allow us to, and see what platinum status on Instacart does, if anything. Right? We got that yesterday, and probably saw that in the most recent video. And if you didn't, check it out. That was an awesome moment. So we are platinum status now, and for anybody who isn't aware, platinum on Instacart is kind of the second best status. Not like DoorDash, where platinum is the best status that you're going for, but diamond is going to be the best one on Instacart. And I don't think I'm going to get there as a part-time driver. That requires 300 deliveries basically in 3 months. And I'm definitely not anywhere close to that. And I only have about a month left to do 160 something orders. So I don't think that's gonna be possible for me, but platinum sounds good, second best, and definitely better than I've been so far in my Instacart journey, which is still pretty new. So we're gonna be out here seeing what the orders are like. So come along with us. If you're new here, give us a like, subscribe, come along for the ride. And let's see what this morning will bring. And we do have a challenge from Instacart to complete 6 batches for a guaranteed earnings of $68 plus tips. So we'll see if we can do that. I don't think I'm gonna do that this morning, but it's possible I could do that through the day of Saturday, which would include the evening, but I'm not sure I'm gonna record this evening. So, but if I do, you'll see that at the end of this video. So let's get started. All right, sat around for a little bit, and we're not just gonna run Instacart. I know my area, for me, hasn't been busy enough in the morning on Saturday to just warrant Instacart, and still gotta provide for the family. So we're gonna take a small order here. It is a Chick-fil-A, $8.45, 5.6 miles, but it's staying in my zone, so staying in the area. We'll keep Instacart on. It says it's only supposed to take 20 minutes or just under. So we'll definitely take an Instacart order if we get one, because we should be able to drop this one off and still get to the store in plenty of time. So on the way to Chick-fil-A. Love when the order is ready. They were literally putting it on the counter as I walked in the door, so just a pick up and grab. We are 8 minutes from the customer, and we just picked up our order for Instacart. Perfect. It's an Ingles order, $12 for 5.4 miles, but only 8 items to get, and that definitely counts towards our batch challenge, so that is perfect for Instacart. So hopefully they don't take it away as I go the opposite direction. I'm sure I'll get a notification, hey, you're going the wrong way. But it's, 8 minutes down, 8 minutes back. So let's hope that we get this done nice and quick. Green lights all the way, here we go. There we go, order is dropped off. On the way back to Ingles now. We are, again, 9 minutes from Ingles. So going to shop that, 8 items. Hope we'll get it done quick, and then hopefully we'll grab something else and keep this challenge moving. I'm not sure, right? Was that due to a platinum? I was definitely a mile or so, mile and a half away from Ingles when I got that order, and seemed like a decent order. So could that be because of platinum status? I don't know if we'll ever really know, but I'm gonna say yes. Yes, of course it is. Of course, it's because I'm platinum now that they sent me that one. Or maybe nobody else wanted it because it was 5 miles for 8 items. But I'm gonna take it. So, on the way, here we go. Okay, got that order shopped. Man, definitely a couple things in Ingles I am not familiar with where they're located. So it did take 14 minutes and some change. Had to ask, and then had to wait because one item wasn't available. Of course, like the only soda possible that wasn't available, everything else on the shelf was there except this one spot, and it had to be my spot. So had somebody check the back, nothing there, but they had a replacement in the app, so that was good. And I think the tip's gonna go down a little bit since they wanted 4 of the other one and only 2 of this one. So pricing wise, that's definitely gonna go down. But for the most part, everything else was available, no refunds. So we are headed to the customer, 7 minutes away. Let's go get it dropped off. Okay, Instacart order is dropped off, and we are on the way back to our zone and got this Target order, $8, 3 miles, and only 3 items. So with this Instacart challenge, platinum status, I don't know, seeing a couple orders from a little bit farther away. I don't remember seeing, you know, okay offers. I've definitely seen bad offers from far away, and an occasional like wow moment, like this is awesome, like that $28 4 mile one from Food Lion the other day. That was great. That was definitely not anywhere close to me, but I took it. So this one, again, probably 3 miles away from the Target, but that Target is in my zone and it's keeping me in the zone, so we're taking that. Now on the way to the store, and let's get this shop quick, keep it moving. This is the loudest cart in Target, I think. All right, order is shopped. Had the order shopped in about 1 minute and 30 seconds, but I had the wrong yogurt. So thankfully it popped up, and then I looked, and sure enough, yep, they wanted a different flavor. It just looked too quickly, right? You got to be sure. So good thing the app always double checks those things for you. So the one that they wanted was not in the aisle, so we had to start the replacement process. And then thankfully a worker who's familiar with that area was right there, and he let me know that there's also some on the end cap in case I'm not seeing what I needed. And sure enough, went down to the end cap, and there it was, strawberry banana. Got it. So technically it ended up taking about 3.5 minutes with that little bump in the road there. So on the way to the customer now, 5 minutes away, and hopefully we can get a couple more of the small ones, or maybe one more big one. That would be nice to boost up our total. But so far so good. Here we go. All right, order is dropped off. It's a brand new customer to Instacart, so hopefully that went well for them, and I did a good job as their first delivery driver. Feel a little pressure on that sometimes. First order, gotta get it right. Hopefully everything goes well. I think it went as good as it could be. They got everything that they wanted, no replacements, no refunds, dropped off in a timely fashion, so pretty good. As soon as I got back out, and Instacart flashed another order, $28 for 12 miles. I didn't screenshot it because I was thinking where it was going, and it was 12 miles in the opposite direction of where I would want to go. So I didn't think that I could get it done and get back to where I need to be on time. So we're heading back to our zone and hoping we'll pick up something else from there. We got Target and Aldi and Publix open now. So who knows where the next order will come from, but we will see together, so come along. All right, here we go. Next order, back to Target, $15 for 4.9 miles, 7 grocery items, and hopefully everything will be available. On the way over to the store now. We were only 2 minutes away and nothing coming through for Instacart, so just wanted to keep things moving, and that was a pretty good order. So let's get this going. All right, that was pretty good in there. On top of the 15, we got an extra $12.25 for an additional 1.6 miles. And then we just got another $6.45 plus for 0.9 miles. And that's for Hardee's. The $12.25 was for Target for 20 additional items. But those are all grocery and all pretty close. So we got that done. We are on the way to the first drop off for Target. So we'll get that done pretty quick. Then Hardee's is just across the street from the drop off. And then we're headed to the second customer, and then it should be perfect. So very, very good orders here. So that puts us at over $33 for this one order. So that is awesome. Let's go. All right, order number one dropped off. Now we are 1 minute from Hardee's, and we'll pick that up, drop off Hardee's, and then on to the last Target. So here we go. Order was ready and waiting at Hardee's, and now we are back to the same complex we just went to for the first Target order. Why not pick up the Hardee orders first? Sometimes these don't make sense. But either way, we're on the way, going to pick it up. All right, there we go. Order number two, Hardee's dropped off, hand to the customer with a PIN number. Nice and easy, except DoorDash is sending me offers in the middle of the drop off. So I looked like I didn't know what I was doing, and went to get the PIN number, and there's an offer popping up. And I probably would have taken the offer had it been any other time, because it was like another $6.45 for just an additional mile going the same way we're going. But just had to quickly get out of it, decline, and on the way to the customer. So headed to second Target customer, which is actually, funny enough, the first order that we got to start this order, and they are the last ones to get their delivery. Thankfully, we got the cold stuff in the cold bag, so that is staying cold, and we got 6 minutes to the customer. Here we go. While we're driving to the customer, I wanted to throw out an idea or a suggestion on Instacart, just in case they watch this video. You never know, right? But interested what all of you think, and maybe you've had this idea yourself, but just putting it out there. It would be super nice to be able to group orders together ourselves. Obviously, there has to be some limitations on it, and I'm sure there'd be rules around it in the background, but we should be able to do it, because if you look right here, there are 2 orders currently for the same area, same store area. And it's far away from me, so I'm not gonna go there right now. But one is for $8 and the other one is for $7. And it's 2.4 miles and 0.4 miles, all within the same area. Like, we should be able to group those together and get $15, $16 for 2.8 miles. And then we get two orders done in the same place, and it's more worthwhile for us as the driver. So why not be able to just like check it off and say, I'll do these both because they're in the same area. It makes sense to me that we'd be able to do that. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of that? Should we be able to group orders together if they are from the same store, or like multi-stores that are next to each other? Because they do that already, right? Sometimes I'll get a Publix and an Ingles, and they're just right next to each other. And those two stores definitely are right next to each other. So what are your thoughts? Is that a good idea? Does that sound terrible? Have you had that idea before yourself? Would love to see your opinions in the comments, so let me know. Okay, there we go. Order number 3 dropped off. Customer ended up coming out, so hand it to the customer. And we ended up getting an extra $5 tip on the first Target order. So that $12.25 went up to $17.25. And overall, that entire order was over $39. So that was a great hour to get that and get that dropped off. So that was awesome. So that is going to do it for our morning. Only 2 Instacart batches, but DoorDash is so busy and we can get good orders there. So got to keep supporting. But who knows? Maybe we'll get the extra batch, the extra 4 batches, I should say, later tonight, and maybe get the extra amount, but we'll see how it goes. So wrapping up the numbers here for us, we did the 2 Instacart batches, which gave us a total of $24.08. And then we did 4 DoorDash orders, which 3 of them was the $39.20. And then we did the one earlier before the Instacart orders for $8.45. So those are the 4 orders. So that gives us a grand total for our 3 hours, just under 3 hours, of $71.73. So pretty good, between 20 and 25, which is what we're hoping on our hourly rate. So that was great. So we had some good orders, no real dead time today, except for maybe driving back from one of the Instacart orders, but overall, not much time sitting around, which was great. Keep it moving. So that's going to do it for this episode. Again, leave your comments. What do you think of that idea on Instacart to be able to group orders together ourselves? If it makes sense, I think it makes sense, but we'll see. So IB Delivering is going to be heading out. We'll catch you on the next one. See ya.